I want to talk about border security as well. What do you see your role in border security? A lot of that is handled by the federal government, but as the AG and locally, where do you see yourself stepping in?
So I think there is a role for the Attorney General to play in the border situation at the border. Um, I want to be clear. I believe there is a surge happening. We've got a problem, and I don't believe the federal government has done a good enough job handling the situation, especially with regard to the smuggling of drugs and weapons and people across the border. Fentanyl, for instance, is coming right through our ports of entry. So we've got to advocate, and I will advocate for the federal government to apply additional resources to upgrade and modernize our ports. But I will also advocate for the state government to help with that, if it's necessary. We're sitting on a $5 billion surplus right now in the state of Arizona. And yet, this attorney general and this governor really haven't gotten the situation under control.
One of the other issues that has come up for every candidate, abortion. You said that earlier that you are pro-choice, and I know that you have said many times that you will not prosecute a doctor, a nurse. I even think you said an Uber driver at one point, that you would not prosecute anyone. That is your stance.
Yes, absolutely. My view is that all three of the anti-abortion laws that we have in the state of Arizona, including the 1864 abortion ban that would allow prosecutors to put doctors, nurses, and pharmacists in prison, are unconstitutional. Arizona has an express right to privacy, Article 2, Section 8, which says that no person shall be interfered with in their homes or in their private affairs. And I think there is nothing more private than what a woman decides to do with her body. So when I am Attorney General, we will never prosecute a doctor, a nurse, a pharmacist, a midwife, a woman, a friend, an Uber driver who assists with abortion care in the state of Arizona.
I know that one thing that you have talked about a lot on the campaign trail is water.
Yeah.
And the crisis that Arizona is now in. A lot of people wouldn't think that the AG would have some kind of a say in water, but you say that you would play a critical role in solving this problem.
I do, and I will. We have a water crisis in Arizona. Right now, as you and I sit here and speak, our lakes are crashing. We are less than 150 feet away from dead pool status at Meade and Powell, which means we won't be able to produce hydroelectricity at Hoover Dam, and our water supplies are going to be curtailed even further. We just had a 21% cutback in our water supplies, and yet, despite that fact, the current Attorney General did nothing when the state land department leased thousands of acres of land to a Saudi-owned corporation called Fondemonte, allowed them to grow alfalfa, charged them nothing for our water. It is unconstitutional. We are not allowed as a state to give anything of value away for free. Former Governor Babbitt calculates that water that this state government just gave away is worth $38 million, and that money is supposed to go to our schools because this is state trust land. So as the Attorney General, I will be a watchdog of our water and make sure that our state, at the very least, our state land department and other state agencies aren't giving our water away to the Saudis for free. It's ridiculous. It's outrageous. And if we had an Attorney General who had his eye on the ball, it never would have happened to begin with. Those leases need to be canceled.
I do want to talk about you switching. I think it was 2019 when you switched from Republican to Democrat. What was that? What was the deciding factor for you? Were you just like, I cannot be a part of this party anymore?
Yeah, the Republican Party left me a long time ago, and I understand, there's a lot of folks who have remained in the Republican Party. There's a lot of folks who still want to fight for the Republican Party, and I get that. And that's why, I'm fighting for Republican voters to come over to me, why I want them to come to me. But the party left me probably a long time ago. And I think this allegiance to Donald Trump, the fact that so many Republican elected officials didn't stand up against the January 6th, riots and the insurrection. So many Republicans didn't stand up for our country and oppose Donald Trump's terrible actions that were really sort of antithetical to our democracy, an effort to undermine our democracy. So I just couldn't be a part of that anymore. And I think it makes my heart heavy when I see my former party go down this road. It's not the party of John McCain anymore or George W. Bush. It's a very different political